So hold on, let me articulate this real quick. Right? No, go ahead, say what you got to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he had said something disrespectful to me.
Okay.
And I don't play with no type of disrespect or disloyalty. He thought that by getting my nails done and, you know what I'm saying, giving me a little head and rubbing my feet, it was going to be okay. I'll take all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, surely ain't passing up a full set.
Right.
But you don't get to, oh, well, you know, I already did this and did that, so it's done and over with. But you don't get to dictate how I respond to your disrespect or whatever. And then you, oh, well, stop talking about it. So you want me to internalize what you did and hurt myself even more. I'm already hurt with the offense. And then you want me to internalize what you did because you basically can't accept the consequences of your actions.
It's not.
That's manipulative as well.
That's not manipulation.
That
So
is.
listen. So
It's pussy.
if he if he do what he do, right, and you choose to stay, your response, no, he can't dictate your response, right? But after that response, after you get that off your chest, move the hell on. You don't get to sit in it and bring it up every time something happens or you just continue to bring it up. That's manipulation.
No, that's not manipulation. That's how people grieve and that's how people heal and express what they got going on.
That's not healing.
It is.
I don't think that's healing.
Internalizing it is not healing either.
No, I'm not saying to find somebody else to talk about it with. Because listen, if you look,
again, it goes back to you can't accept the consequences of your action. You don't want to deal with what the damage you've done. So that's like saying I don't see value in you.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
How?
How? Let me tell you how. Because.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Look.
Yes. If you did something to me. And you know what I'm saying, we're in a relationship, you love me, you want to be with me, we engaged, married, or whatever the case may be, and you fucking did this shit to me.
Okay.
And now you're saying that, just shut up, go talk to somebody else about it. But if it's concerning anything else, you want me to talk to you about it.
That's not what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You want to be all balls deep in this, and you want to be involved in everything, but now, because you done fucked up, and it's getting hot in this motherfucking kitchen, go talk to somebody else about it. Okay, if you want me to talk to somebody else about it, we can talk to somebody else about it. We can talk to a therapist.
With that?
You do not get to be, it's another form of manipulation and control. You're trying to control the outcome. Still, when you fucked up, you should be able to sit here and weather that storm.
And just listen to you disrespect me because you mad at me.
There shouldn't be no disrespect, but every time I feel like, you know what I'm saying, or not when I feel, how can I put it this way? If I feel like, if I feel like I need to get this, I need to let it out. Because when you internalize emotions and stuff, that stuff manifests as disease and sickness and autoimmune disease.
True.
So it's like, you done already hurt me once with just what you did. And that wasn't even it, because women, we think different. So you hurt me, you lied, you deceived, you did all this, all the way up into the act. Then you actually did the act. Then how long did you come home and sit in my face like nothing happened until it was found out? And now you want me to shut the fuck up? You got some motherfucking nerve. So again, you don't see enough value in me to sit here and deal with what the fuck you did, because anybody that values something, first of all, because if you did value me, you would have never did what the fuck you did.
I disagree with that.
You would have been like,
do you value God?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why do you do the things as his child that you do? If you value, because what you just said, I'm using what you just said.
You little. Okay. All right. Okay, you got me.
All right. So all I'm saying is not.
Like those are kind of two totally different things.
No.
Why I feel like it's different because. How can I put this? Okay, with God, it's like trying to walk with God, you gotta be damn near perfect. This is why we only got Jesus Christ. He's the only one that was able to walk this earth perfect with sin, because he was God in the flesh. We are not God.
I understand
in our
that.
Flesh. We are just flesh. So we're bound to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And serving God is like on a greater level of servitude. You knew
You're still breaking his laws, but you value him. I value God 1,000,000%, but I'm not perfect. So what I'm saying is, God says that we all fall short. We're all sinful, right? So why can't you take that into account when this man does what he does?
Because as a man, you should have, especially
he should be perfect. He shouldn't make no mistakes.
No, you shouldn't be perfect. Make another mistake. Make a different mistake, but don't you get don't make the mistake of tripping and falling into some pussy.
That ain't no mistake. Yeah, that's not a mistake. That's a conscious act.
Exactly.
Right.
So no.
But he's still sinful though. He's still victim to his flesh.
Sinful like what? You looking?
No, he's victim to his flesh. He's a victim to his flesh. That doesn't make it right. I'm not saying it makes it okay.
He's not a victim. Most men have had a whole phase. I think, in my opinion, 98% of men done ran through and knocked down some, you know what I'm saying, in their life.
Yeah, but it's easier for a woman than it is a man.
Yeah, so now you've gotten to a point where you want to be with somebody, you're in a committed relationship, you know what this is about. What the fuck are you doing?
So let me ask you this.
That's a choice.
If it is.
And you're a loser. Not you. But I'm
saying, no, I know what you're saying.
You're a loser, and you are a weak man if you can't govern yourself at this point in life. You're weak to your flesh. Nah, bro.
No, I hear what you're saying. No. At a certain age, yeah, you need to start governing yourself. I agree with you 100%. All right. So, what was we talking about before this all started?
Infidelity and
I had something I was going to tell you. Huh?
Stain?
Yeah. So healing. You say you can't put a time frame on healing.
Absolutely not. And you don't get to pick and choose how the person heals, because we didn't get to pick and choose how you hurting.
Okay, so you said that going through this process of basically cursing me out, reminding me of what I did, is a process in your healing, right? Is that what you're saying?
I don't agree with like the cussing out or being disrespectful on that level. Sometimes women's emotions is a woman's biggest downfall. Feelings is our downfall. So I don't necessarily agree with that, but if you do something that's triggering me,
if you still have triggers, then you aren't over the pain that somebody else did to you.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
Listen,
it could have just been that what you did just opened a wound that
then you're not over it.
That I had healed.
No. You're not fully healed. If I can trigger you, if I can do something that makes you triggered from what your ex did, you are not fully healed from that situation. You know what I'm saying?
No,
because there's nothing my fiance can do to me that will make me think about what another woman did if I'm completely over that.
I'm not saying what another person did. I'm just saying, like, in this scenario.
Because hold on, wait. Let me finish. Because what you're doing, if your current man does something and it creates a trigger for something that happened to you in the past, now what you're going to do is you're going to deal with that situation the same way that you dealt with it in the past, or you're going to deal with it based on your emotions about what happened in the past. You're not even going to deal with it with that man, with him and what he's presented to you in the moment, because his intentions may be entirely different. But because you're still holding on to this baggage, now you're gonna tarnish what's going on right now, because he did something that triggered from the past that you aren't really healed from.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I wasn't saying necessarily like something that an ex did. I'm talking about if the current relationship I'm in, you cheated, you lied, or whatever it is that you did, and you do something that's triggering. It doesn't have nothing to do with the last person.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about your disloyalty, your disgrace, your betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
We decide to stay together. We move on. And something that you were doing around the time that you did this act, sleeping with your phone under the fucking pillow, leaving the phone in the car, you're still doing those things. That's triggering.
Okay.
So then
So you haven't healed from it.
Exactly. So when
Okay,
I
well,
see these things and I speak on it, or I'm like, you know what I'm saying, you still doing this, or da 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 da, or are you doing this because you look, and then now you're irritated. Well, hold on, we already talked about this, and you don't get to keep bringing this up. Well, why are you still moving weird? Why are you still?
What if he just happened to do it? Like what?
No.
No. Real talk. Seriously. What if? So what if he just happened to put the phone there? Really wasn't thinking about it. He just happened to do it. But because you're triggered, now you're going to create a situation.
What are you doing, bro?
Now I'm
What are
asking.
you doing? Yes, I'm a critic. Because what are you doing leaving your phone in the car?
I
What are
moved
you
fast.
doing?
I was just trying to help him get in the house to
Leaving
y'all, and man, I left it in the car.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, okay, I met this couple
Well, I'm gonna
before.
start leaving my phone in the car too.
Look, I see now you're being petty.
I'm just
So,
kidding.
nah, I know. So look, I met this couple before.
Yeah.
And I used to train them. This when I was living in Florida. I used to train the wife, not the husband. I used to train the wife, right? And she had told me, she said, you know, when you're a trainer, you know you get an earful.
Yeah.
So she was telling me about he had cheated on her,
Oh no.
right?
Yeah.
She ended up cheating on him, right? And she said, now, she said, I don't care who he hangs with and where he goes. She's like, I'm over it. I'm healed from it. I don't have those emotions about that situation no more. You see what I'm saying? He can do whatever he wants with his phone because he's proven to me, he's shown me that he learned from that choice that he made. You know what I'm saying? And it will not happen again. Because when I did it to him, it broke him. You see what I'm saying? And he felt what I felt. So I am no longer worried about him. I'm not worried about it no more. You see what I'm saying? That's healing. That's getting over it. Because it don't matter where he is. There's nothing he can do
I'm telling you
to
now,
trigger
man,
her.
I'm
No,
telling
this
you.
is a woman that told me
I
this,
know,
though.
and I'm a woman you're talking to. A woman, born and raised. And I'm telling you, what she really saying is, I got my get back. I saw him hurt how I hurt. She said it herself.
Right,
I saw what I did to him, did to me. That's how I felt. That's all she wanted. That's all some of us be wanting.
For us, for the man to feel what you felt.
You're going to feel what I felt because this is not the first time I've heard this. And I thought like that at one point too. Like
Okay.
even in my recent situation, I was like, you know what I'm saying, you done did all this to me, now I'm about to go one closest to you. But I'm just like, you know what? Then what would that make me? That's going to make me exactly like him. So
Right.
it just goes back to, like I was saying earlier, basically accountability, governing yourself and having self-control.
Right.
So
Okay.
she's content because
She's not content, she's healed.
Or she's quote unquote healed. I'm telling you.
You ain't hearing it all.
Yeah, you're not hearing it. I'm telling you, she's content. She's okay now. She's at peace now because she got her vengeance. And sometimes, like, even not even just in relationships, just in general, sometimes like that's all human really want. We want people to be done how they done us. We want to know. Sometimes it's hard waiting on God. So if you could just take matters into your own hands, you know what I'm saying? Because God is patient.
Very much so.
Yeah, He gave them for 400 years in the Bible to repent.
Facts.
I done lived 4 lives.
Right.
And you still ain't avenged me. No, I knew I should have got that nigga the next week.
Right. No, I feel it.
That's what that is. I'm telling you, that's what that is.
Okay. All right. Perspective.
And it's like when you see somebody, even though she did that, that doesn't take away the fact that she genuinely loves that man.
Right.
So seeing somebody that you love hurt, okay, now I'm okay.
Now you're okay.
That's what that is.
And
I'm telling you, women, we could be so vengeful. We could be so. I'm telling you, that's.
but y'all play so victim though.
Because initially we enter into situations pure, genuine, no ulterior motives, and then when something goes left, that flicks a switch in us. So we essentially are the victim. So now that changes the dynamic of things.
So what if the tables are turned?
And what the man
Comes in with the good intentions.
he comes in with good intentions. Hopefully he has a woman that is in good intentions? I mean, what's your real question?
So just like you just said, he comes in with the good intentions, and then she does what she does. But then
Well,
plays the
that's-
victim. But then
that's-
plays the victim.
I won't say playing a victim, and I won't say you are a victim because I don't believe in that victim stuff anymore. But I'll just say you were betrayed. You were, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like he's free to do whatever he wants to do. And I feel like cheating is different for a man. Like when a man is cheating on, and he might as well just go. You might, because, like, I feel like men look at cheating differently than women.
We do.
That's what I'm trying to say. So I feel like if a man stays with you after cheating, he must really genuinely, wholeheartedly like love you. But it's kind of hard to believe knowing that men look at cheating differently. I feel like if a man stays after a woman has cheated on him, I don't know. I just feel like he's there to get some revenge for sure.
So if a man stays,
Like, because y'all look at it so like there's certain things about a man that's like does something to their pride. It does something. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all,
Yeah.
it's y'all's nature to conquer, to.
But see, like,
so
okay.
it's like when you have a woman and you done everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And then somebody else that got into that does something to y'all.
for me now, right? We talking about me. If my fiance was to go cheat, right now, if she was to
You
go
wouldn't
cheat,
take her back, it would be over, right?
it's a wrap.
Exactly what I mean.
But that's
if
because
a
of the
man
investment.
stays- so if a man's investment or not, if a man stays, he's gonna get you back. He's gonna do you work how you did it.
That's not always true. I don't think that's
When
always.
a man's pride and ego is boost, any and everything is off the table. All deals are off. One thing
So-
I learned about men is you don't fucking play with their pride and their ego. Don't you ever touch that. Don't you ever touch that. Don't you ever touch that.
Joker go balls out. Huh?
Yeah. Don't you ever touch that.
All right, I hear you. All right, you got a point there. Yeah.
I know because I've
Yeah,
done it.
you get me, I'm getting over. I ain't getting back. I'm getting over. Straight up. On the real, you gonna hate you ever did that. Straight up.
I'm speaking
On the
from
real.
experience.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm speaking from experience. I didn't even cheat on my baby daddy. He left me. I got with somebody else. He feels like that was cheating. And he put me through hell. You don't owe me what you leave me.
Yeah, it's over. That's over.
He put me, and then, me, I only got one baby daddy.
Right.
All my kids is with him. I was with him since I was like 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
I had this dream of a family, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'm like, coming back with good intentions and, cut all that off. And it was not cut off for him.
Yeah. Nah, hell no.
It was not cut off
But
for
see,
him.
I move different though. Like once I leave,
and he kept on for the next 7 years after
yeah,
that.
if we
After that
split
whole
up,
thing.
I don't care if it's one night. That one night I can do what the hell I want to do, and you can do what you want to do. I don't want to hear about it.
He was gone for at least a month or two.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying with me. If let's say we were together, and we say, babe, this ain't working, and I leave and I walk out to my car and I get on the phone to call another female, that ain't your damn business.
You're right, and it's gonna stay not my business because I'm not fucking with you.
No. So I'm just saying. Hey, you got that choice. But I'm just saying. So once we say this is over, and I walk out that door, what you do ain't my business, and what I do ain't your business.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what people get mad. You moved on so fast. Look, I'm not with you no more. So what difference does it make?
And the difference is because it matters on how long you was with that person.
I don't give a damn how long we've been together.
No.
I don't care if we've been together for 30 years. Once you say I'm done, what I do after that is my business, and it's not your business. Now, if we get on the phone and say, "Hey, let's work it out," then And then we have to define what work it out means.
That's an unhealed. That's a trait right there.
What do you mean?
That's a trait because again, like we're human beings, bro. You're not going to sit here and convince me. It's sometimes it comes down to people not having integrity and character.
That has nothing to do with integrity.
It does. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why. Because
it's not deceitful. It's not lying.
It's not. But again, it goes back to having morals, character, and integrity. Because if you was with somebody, let's say I'm going to use something I know personally. If you was with somebody 7, 8 years, I want to marry you. Like, this is what we doing. Blah 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 blah. And y'all going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then something goes left, and then you wake up with a wild hair up your ass, and you decide that you want to do something else. And you just jump right into something else. That means that something else was already there.
No.
Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
It does mean that. That something else was already there. We have a subconscious mind and we got a pit in our heart. So it was there.
I disagree.
Even if it wasn't physically there, which I don't believe.
What do you mean that's something? Like that woman was already there?
That woman, that man, whatever, that other person.
I disagree.
That other person, because how do you be with somebody? And let's think of the reality of the situation. When you're with somebody like that, y'all living together, y'all waking up together, y'all showering together, y'all talking about y'all deepest aspirations and dreams. You done told me something that nobody
else
ever knows. You know what I'm saying? You was ready to take this to the grave.
Right.
There's no way that you could form a connection and a bond and a soul tie even with a person like that for that long a time and just hop into something else like nothing ever happened.
Why not?
Even if that woman was not there and she just magically appeared out of the sky right when that happened for some odd reason.
Now I'm gonna give you an example of something I've been through.
There should still be some form of integrity, and this is why we get into some certain people, not me, get into relationships right after one ended. And you still reaching out to that last person.
Because you haven't, right.
Yeah,
now, I agree with that.
You haven't dealt with that. So it's like, why do you men feel like y'all just gotta go? Like you can't sit the fuck down.
No, that's not.
Y'all can't sit down. Y'all can't sit with yourselves. Y'all cannot. Y'all just like this goes back to the last conversation we just had. Okay. Oh, you don't get to choose. Stop talking to me about it. Talk to somebody else about it. Y'all do not like to sit in consequences. Y'all can't deal with stuff. Y'all can't be alone. Y'all look masculine and y'all have that, you know what I'm saying? But internally, y'all, I won't say y'all are weak, but y'all are softer in areas than.
Oh, you tripping. So listen, hold on. No, it's my turn now. It's my turn now.
How do you do that?
No. Because I'm finna tell you. So if me and someone has this whole intimate connection that you're talking about, we living together, we building a life together, or whatever the case, then at that point there shouldn't be no reason of us separating, unless it was infidelity. Exactly. Hold on, wait. So if there's a point where we can't figure this out and we separate, then what I do after that is not your concern. That doesn't mean that I never loved you. That doesn't mean that I still don't care about you. That means that we are no longer together. We couldn't figure this out, and so I decide to dip over here. That doesn't mean I'm going to step into a relationship. That means that I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to take my mind off of that. Yes, there are moments where I'm going to be laying by myself, where I'm going to be thinking about her. Yes, you can't get around that if you really love someone. I agree with you on that. But just because I step into another bed, that doesn't mean that I never cared about that.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Because
no.
Man, y'all show your love and your care on your actions. Women, we show ours in acts and deeds too. But we show.
But that's not absolute.
Yes, it is. It's a
no, because I'm telling you from my experience. Like when I was with my kid's mom. Right, we lived together and everything, right? And we were supposed to be building the future and stuff. And we were actually supposed to move here to Arizona. You see what I'm saying? There was a time we split up, right? That it wasn't because of infidelity. It was just there were some things in the house that we couldn't. The kids in the house, we couldn't figure it out. You see what I'm saying? And I just kind of got.
Kids break y'all up, bro?
Huh?
Y'all like kids.
No. It wasn't just about that. I feel like this right here. If I'm coming into your house, listen. If I'm coming into your house and we're supposed to be co-parenting, and I'm helping you take care of some kids that ain't even mine, and I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to do, but yet you can't keep them in check. You see, and you're allowing the disrespect because you're okay with being disrespected by it.
Again,
you're okay with going back and forth, right?
Again,
So
y'all let some kids break y'all.
Right, I hear you.
Jump them kids.
No, and that's how I feel. You see what I'm saying? That's so we're on the same. That's how I feel. I feel like yes, them may be your kids, but we're the adults in this house and we're running this house. They don't have a say so in that. You see what I'm saying? And they had too much say so. You feel what I'm saying? So when I left that situation for that period of time, that weekend I went out and I did what I did. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't, that doesn't mean that I didn't think about her or I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, love for her. Because we eventually ended up getting back together. But what I am saying is that because I did this over here, that doesn't mean that I don't care about and didn't value what I had over here. It's just that what I had over here didn't value what we had. Because if you did, then we would have fixed it and then no one ever would have separated.
You see what I was saying earlier about the whole revenge thing? It's like you didn't feel
that wasn't revenge. That was me taking my mind off of it.
And again, that's what I was saying. Like that's subconsciously we try to label it as that, but that's exactly what it is. You didn't feel valued at home, rightfully so.
And I wasn't right.
You didn't feel valued, and you were 100% right about that. So you went out and you devalued the relationship some more. And one thing I'm learning about
How?
Hold on, let me explain. One thing I learned about relationships is like even when that's a tough moment to be in. To be feeling like that you are these kids is against you and your spouse, the person you lay next to every night,
it feels horrible.
I know it feels horrible. So it's like that's a tough situation to be in. So it's the tougher thing to do would to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna go out and make this decision because of how I feel. I'm going to work it out. And that's what relationships is about. You have to be not saying you're immature.
No,
I'm just saying for a relationship to work, it has to be both. It has to take two mature-minded people because again, that situation that I was in, you chose something else. We won't get into logistics of that. The whole thing around the table was wrong. But it's like, you chose to step out. Yeah, you chose to step out and do something else. And, you know what I'm saying? And then came right back. Like 2 weeks later. Now, look at the damage that would have done if I would have went ahead and slept with somebody's or tried to get with somebody's closest friend or associate and you came right back 2 weeks later. I sat in my feelings. I was moving through it and I was processing. That would have been more damage on top of what we was already dealing with.
Yeah, but when you leave, do you have intentions of getting back? You have intentions on being gone.
If you're with somebody for a long time and y'all done made commitments and y'all got in the heat of a moment when you're mad and something's going on, there's a situation. Yeah, it feels like this is the end. I'm over it. But when you get out of your ego, when you get out of your pride and your emotions in your head, and you sit in what you're feeling, dang, this hurts. This don't feel good, but I love her.
Listen,
dang, but I love
and that's
her.
where the trickery comes in at.
So it's like, what if you really value something, you're not going to do something.
Listen, this is how I feel. I hear you're not wrong.
Like I value my child, and I'm not saying that my mom didn't value me. She was a great mother. I wouldn't change anything about it. I have no ill will to her. I hold her to the highest regard. I respect her, but she taught me how to sell drugs. She taught me how to get him into the prison. I was helping her.
Okay, got you. So I wouldn't do that, right?
I wouldn't do that with my child. I value my kid. I value their mind, how their mind thinks, their life. When you truly value something, you hold it dear to you. You treasure it. You protect it. You don't do anything to hurt it.
Sure.
So and even though I feel like, yeah, we need this money, so we finna get out here and
but then we go back to the value God. We can always go back to that. Because you said you hold it, you value it, you don't hurt it. The things that we do on a daily basis isn't according to what, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So we can always go back to that. Because you can't tell me that I'm not going to hurt you because I value you. Now, when you make a conscious decision to deliberately hurt, that's different.
And that's where
but
the difference is because it's like
I can't let you slide with that because this is the thing. No, I can't let you slide with that. If you value this,
walking with God, it takes, like I said,
no, hell no.
It takes
hell no. I agree.
It takes deliverance.
I agree. So if you really value this, right? If you really value this, why are you walking away? I don't care how emotional you are in it. I don't care how much you feel hurt, because what you said, well, it was a instant moment. It was something. So once you come back to yourself, then you realize, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Let me go back and fix this. No.
That's not what I meant.
No, all that should be taken into consideration before you walk out that door. Once you walk out that door, then obviously you didn't value it to the point that you thought you did. You see what I'm saying? Because if you value it that much, to where you're saying that if I walk out this door, I should have enough integrity and morals to not step into somebody else's bed. Well, you should have enough integrity and morals not to push me out the door. Because once you do that, then I am a free man, or you are a free woman, because you didn't value it the way that you thought you did. Because like you said, your words, if you value something, you hold it to you. So just because I made this error or I made this choice, that doesn't give you the right, if you value me the way that you say you do, to push me out the door. Because once you push me out, I can do what I want to do.
And this goes back to, again, what I was saying. Relationships take two mature, whole people.
It does.
Because it's so easy for pride and ego and tit for tat to come in. Again,
that's immaturity, right?
Exactly. Again, we're humans and we make mistakes, but it's like, I feel like if we into an argument or something and you feel that I pushed you out the door, that's not my intent. I want to be with you. Or
I don't care what your intentions are. Don't do it.
Another woman, but I'm saying my intent or whatever. You know, you walk out that door, that does not mean you're a free man. That just means
of course it does.
That means nigga, you left the house and you bring your ass the fuck back. Take the time that you need, a few hours.
So if we say, okay, from that perspective, but you didn't say this is over.
Let me finish. Yeah, no, this shit ain't never over. This is death row. Fuck you mean? This is death row.
Yeah.
So go sit your bald-headed ass at the bar, have a drink or two,
and then come back home. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I'm with that 100%. We need space. That's saying that I need space right now, babe. This done got too out of hand. Let me go over here and cool down. As opposed to, look, this is over with, leaving.
Straight in the ego and pride.
I'm with you on that. But once you say this is over and you let me walk out the door, then what I do after that is on me. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
I let you walk out the door.
Yeah.
You are a grown man.
No. So what I mean by let, you can't stop me. If I want to go, I want to go. What I mean by let, if we say, look, this is over, this ain't working, right? And I get up and I walk out the door without you or me saying, look, babe, chill out. Let's talk about this. It's not that serious. You see what I'm saying? You haven't grabbed my attention to say, look, I'm tripping, man. No, bring your butt back here. You allowed me to walk out that door without trying to talk some sense into me. You see what I'm saying? Me and my fiance had a situation some months ago where somebody tried to sabotage us on some straight bull crap. Like literally straight bull crap, right? What I did is I put all the facts in her face. I was not about to let her do something stupid. She wasn't finna do nothing stupid. She was just finna go talk to her mom. You see what I'm saying? But I was not about to let her leave without knowing all the facts. I am finna show her exactly why this is bullcrap. Because that's what I value. That's what I'm not letting you leave this house. You're not leaving this house before you hear this. Now, after you hear this, if you leave, now you really ain't hearing me. You don't value me. Because I've given you all the facts. I have not lied about nothing. And here is proof. You see what I'm saying? Look at what this villain is saying, and look at what the proof is, and look at what the proof is saying. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Now you can still be in your emotions. You can still be mad. I'm not saying that. But sit your ass down. Because you walk out this house, it's a problem. Because I'm giving you the facts.
Man, I'm out of here. I hate home.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't let that leave.
Yeah.
I didn't let that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want me to leave you alone for a while, like sleep in the other room or whatever the case is, but we still in this damn house. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're not gonna if you value something, you're not gonna let it leave. So once you let that leave, what you claim you value, that's no longer what he does and what she does ain't your fucking business no more. Period. Because you're not gonna, from your own words, you're not gonna let leave what you value. You're gonna hold it to you and you're gonna fight for it. Now, if you say, like you said, if you say, look, I just need to go get me a drink or something. I need to, man, I'm strict. That's cool. But if you say this is over and I walk out that door, then it's over. Because you don't value me like you think you do. Because I'm not letting you leave. Yeah. She was not leaving. It wasn't happening. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my baby. Yeah. And look, we going to the moon together. Okay. And I'm not letting you leave.
See, and that's a beautiful thing right there. You don't, you keep saying, I'm not letting you leave.
No.
You know, sometimes we want to be held captive. We want to be held captive. Just a little bit. We want you to get a little kidnapper-ish. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, but you feel me though? Like, because, you don't let nothing walk out the door that you really value.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen. So if we get to the point where I let you walk out the door on some it's over type stuff, not on some let me just go still breathe, but on some it's over type stuff, dude, you don't really value this. You don't value this like that.
I still feel like even if it did come to that, it's over and I leave, what the fuck is you doing getting into somebody else's bed?
Because it's over.
Night? No.
It's over.
So you sit and how are you processing your emotions? How are you healing, getting yourself ready for the
You
next
said it
situation?
yourself. You can't put a timeline or you can't tell somebody how to heal.
Okay. Okay, bro.
You said it yourself.
Nah.
You can't. You can't tell somebody how or when to heal.
When you hurt them. You can't do that when you hurt them. But it's like if we are, you know what I'm saying, and we just mutually agree, or somebody's like, yeah, nah, whatever, like what? It comes back to you already had something else going on. Because there's no way. There's no fucking way you can truly love somebody. Really, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that you saying, and you just 5 minutes later in another bitch face. That is somebody, if you do that, and let's say, okay, you do that, and let's say you really did love the person, and it is true, which I don't believe, but let's play devil's advocate, it's true. That means, again, that goes back to morals, integrity, and character, and like the trait of a person, because you're willing to, you're trying to like block out.
But I'm not sacrificing anything. I'm not compromising anything because we aren't together. When I walked out this door, we both agreed that this is over.
Everybody knows when you break up with somebody in a real, like this was a real, you know what I'm saying?
I just had a conversation with somebody. She says she don't circle the block. She said when I say it's over, it's over. Yeah. She's like, because I fight. She said I fight. She's like, once I say it's over and we go our separate ways, I don't circle the block.
Exactly.
So when you listen, when you say it's done, when we say we're done, I'm walking out the door. In your mind, you don't have intentions on coming back. Because once you walk out the door and say I'm done, now you've thought about all the bullshit that y'all been through. Yeah. Right? So now you're justifying this being done in your mind. Mm-hmm. Right? Because you're mad that it's over. Right? If you really love this person, you're mad that it's over. So now you're not even thinking about the good times right now. You're thinking about all the bull crap. All right? We're done. I'm finna go out.
That's crazy.
If this is what I choose to do. Or if I choose to sit at home, get drunk, whatever it is.
I feel like just because it's really over, that's still, brother.
I don't believe in sitting. I don't believe in sitting in hurt. To me, that's sitting in hurt. That's not saying that I don't deal with it, because I do deal with it. But I don't believe in sitting in hurt. If I'm hurting, why am I gonna sit here and milk in it?
It's not milking in it, but it's just like, again, that goes back to what I said.
It's like jumping in the ocean.
No.
And all this is around you.
No,
you
it's
you
like-
immerse yourself. No.
No, it's like because what are you trying to hide and bury and internalize it for?
I'm not trying to hide and
Why
bury
do you
nothing.
why
I'm getting over it.
Okay, I guess that's your way of getting over it. That's good. And I have my way of getting over it.
Right, everyone has their way,
Everybody
right.
their way. That's
Right, everyone has their way. There's no right or wrong. I just don't feel like you can say that a person don't love you because he go out and do this.
They don't.
But I feel like if you let me walk out that door, then you really didn't value me the way that you say you
And
did.
then that sounds like pride and ego right there.
That's not pride and ego.
It is.
That's truth.
If you let me walk out that door.
I told you what I meant by let.
I guess it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna be single for a little more longer. I'm just single for a while longer. Yeah, because
Yeah, but to be truthful though, if let's say if me and Baby Cake said some dumb stuff like that, it's over, and then I left and walked out the door. I wouldn't go tattling somebody. That's something I used to do though. That is something I used to do. But I hear what you're saying. I don't agree with it, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Just because if it's over, it's over.
yeah,
Even if it's for a minute. I don't care if it's over for a day. What I do within that day is not any relevance to you.
I guess.
Let's get some of this work in. Let's try.